Hey, hello there folks, it's me RJB from RJB TV, and this is going to be a battle with some streamers, Gensay and Lucky, against 4 professionals who are playing together with them. In the top corner we have Yuck here, in the top left we have Mong in the top right, and the bottom right here is Force, and then we have Hiya there on the bottom left. So now you know what their faces look like. Now we're going to jump in. So all of these pro players had varying amounts of success during their professional careers, which is during the 2007 and 2012 period. And then Mong had a little bit more success after the professional league KESPA ended, whereas the others didn't really have as much success. Hiya had some success. Yuck failed to keep the level of his professional career up afterwards. He tried really hard, he just could not compete with the rest. He's always been a little bit behind on the rest since then. But we've got 4 professional players, and professional players are always very, very good. They are generally better than fastest players mechanically and with their knowledge, but what they lack is the experience on fastest map, and that's where we have where are they? Let me just okay, they're all jumbled up. Let me just introduce them first. We got Hiya here on the name Mulgogi. He's on the white, pink Terran. We got Mong here on the dark blue Terran. Then we have Gensay there on the purple Protoss. And then we have the Zerg player here. Wait, did I fuck it up? I fucked it up. Let me try again. Oh my god, I'm terrible at this. Hiya, a Lucky Bag, Protoss. Then Force here on the Zerg in the middle. Then we have Yuck on the blue Zerg, got Mong on the blue Terran, and Gensay on the purple Protoss. That's it. Just like this. And we're gonna actually do red versus blue because they're all playing a different race on the same team. So we don't have any confusion with 2 Protoss on the same team being the same color, because that is really painful. So yeah, Gensay and Lucky Bag are here to basically guide their professional partners through the match. Although I do think that their professional partners at this point have a bunch of experience. It was played in 2019, and this small group of professional players played a whole lot of Team Fastest in 2019, and I think this is from like August or July, and they had already been playing Fastest for a couple months. Like, they didn't play it exclusively, but they sure almost played it every single day for a couple of matches. And given that they're professionals, just a couple games a day, they just really learn quickly how it all works, what to do, because they got the foundations. So we have a mech build order there from both of the Terrans. Like, you build a wall there with the supply depots, the factories, and the barracks to make sure that you do not lose the Marines, or that you don't die, but you can still lose the SCVs because they can, as you can see, move to the outside. So Force, they're taking down those SCVs quite nicely, slowing down the development of the factories, whereas we have Hiya already finishing up his first factory because he didn't get attacked, didn't have to build a bunker either, which saves him money, and he did build some Marines, and the Marines are moving out into the map. Got a pylon there in the front of his base. We have, he's gonna help, no, he's gonna go and load the bunker. So what he did is, because he didn't get attacked, and because he went for a barracks at 8 supplies instead of 9, well, 10 to be technically correct, he was able to build a wall here to keep this Zerg player contained. Yuck cannot move out, whereas Force can. And because that's happening there on the middle of the map, the red team of Gensay, Mong, and Yuck has to change their plan. As you can see, very early triple gas from Gensay, which is extremely early, because he knows he will not be able to do much with his zealots on the map because he's outnumbered, because these Zerglings cannot enter the map, and because his Terran got slowed down. The numbers are in favor of Team Blue, so he has to adjust and adapt and go for a bunch of cannons. Actually, these Zerglings could jump on top of the cannons. He has to protect them really well with the probes here. It's going for double robo, so they spotted the double robo. They spotted the double robo on the bottom. They know what's happening. It's a triple robo even. The triple robo, and with this information you can see it happening, they can now adjust and adapt and proceed to protect themselves from this, which is what he's doing. He's getting a very early Hylas den. He's only on 12 drones, but he has to get that den because he has to protect himself against these robos. Whereas Hyuk here on the bottom corner of the map is going for more hatcheries, a bit slower gas with more drones. He's going for a lair, which probably means he's going to go for Mutalisks because he cannot move out of his base with Hylisk. He has to go for Mutalisks. So we have Hiya there on the middle of the map. He's now got Vulture Speed finished up. Don't know if he has mines yet. I don't know if he has mines yet. He's got one add-on. One single add-on. I don't see mines yet. Speed is generally favored because speed is amazing against Zerglings and Zealots. So first you get speed and then you get the mines. The mines are now on the way. The mines are not as important. The most important part is having speed on the Vultures and being able to micro on the map and be fast to counterattack. But now they're doing a lot of damage onto Yuck here, who's trying to protect his Sunkus in the back really well. We have a small little attack there from Lucky onto Mong, who's protecting himself with the mines. He went for mines before he got the Vulture's speed, so he's doing it the other way around. He's gonna go into... He's gonna go to Force's base. Yuck survives the attack there. This is gonna go to Yuck's base, to Force's base. Force is getting attacked there by Zealots, which got shuttled in by Gensay. Got a Reavers on the way there as well. Vultures are gonna be loading up very soon. Along... Well, he's gonna turn back around? I think Gensay told him to turn back around and just go back home to protect himself against those Dragoons. Or is he going to fly over the top side and attack Hiya here with the... No, he's putting them back home. Not going to go for the attack. He just wants to defend for now because the large army of Dragoons is waiting in the front, and so are the Vultures. Now Yuck got slowed down a bunch, lost a bunch of drones, lost a hatchery, lost a couple Sunkuns, lost a lot of mining time, but he's still up on Force, who does have 12 drones, which is not much. He does have a lot of Hydralisks, so he can protect himself against a Reaver Drop if he wants to. This Reaver Drop there is trying to fly all the way around the map. It's being hunted down there by a Wraith, but the Wraith misses the shuttle. It's still a slow shuttle, but speed is kicking in very soon. He's on the hunt. He knows where it should be. He finds it. He's on the chase. He's going to take down the shuttle. The shuttle being taken down is huge for Hiya because now it means he can protect his economy safe and sound. Nothing to worry about. As we can see right here, that Yuck is probably going to die to these Dragoons. Reaver's still alive. Got a Vulture Dropper coming in. The Vultures will unload and arrive on the scene, but Tank is finishing up just on time to keep the Vultures away. I'm going to try to run in there. He's going to have to... Oh, he's going to have to place some mines right around. No mines. He's going to target fire the SUVs instead, which is already a pretty good advantage that he's getting right there. Yeah, Yuck is going to die. Yuck has nothing to survive. Now, Force is moving his Hydralisks to attack Yuck. I don't know if that's the right choice because we have a drop from Gensay very soon to be ready to fly in and maybe take him down. We have Overlords on the sides though. The vision from the Overlords is helping him protect himself. He only has 4 drones. Okay, I can see why. He probably lost a bunch of drones to a drop right as I was looking at the top of the map. He's like, I'm not gonna be useful anymore. I'm just gonna use my Hydralisks, make sure Yuck dies, and then I'm gonna probably die as well. He's accepted his fate, and he's praying to the gods that just maybe, fate spares him for once. So Lucky back there with a very heavy focus on just gateway production because 8 gateways, no drop. You don't need a drop if you have map superiority. Because sometimes units like this are just better than going for a drop. Sometimes with units you can do a whole lot more, because with drops you tend to be gambling. Because if the drop gets sniped and you kill absolutely nothing, then your drop was useless, and the enemy then has a lot of units on the map, which you do not, which gives them the opportunity to just kill someone. Because you cannot survive if you have largely inferior numbers. The Mong was a wall in the front, put some tanks on the high ground, and Yuck is dead and gone. Poor Yuck. They didn't even let him watch. They just killed him, murdered him brutally without mercy. So here we have Gensay going back to his base. We got right there from Mong to take down Overlords and to take down floating structures from Hiya. Luckyback's army is actually massive. Now I wonder if he's going to split up his army to protect Force from drops and control the middle at the same time. At the moment, the tanks are protecting and controlling the middle. And considering Gensay doesn't have a lot of units, they can probably quite easily control the middle for a long time. Because Mong for sure cannot break it. He for sure cannot break it. He's trying to though. He's trying to go around the middle. There's so much vision on the map from Hiya, building turrets everywhere on the map, that yeah, it's not going to pass through. Complete control over the map by Team Blue. Hiya is playing great. Also note he only has 5 factors at the moment. You do not need a lot of factories. You do not need a lot of factories. What you gotta do is use what you have perfectly. That's what he's doing. Got the command center number 2 just finished up. Got a scanner in the back as well. He's on 41 SCVs. We again say they're on 49, Mong on 47. He's getting a third command center. He's on 6 factories. Also not a lot of factories. He's on double port, and the double port more than makes up for that. Drop there on the bottom in Force's base. The drones do make their escape. He's going to try to take down the lair. He's going to take it down quite easily because he got a lot of zealots and a bunch of reavers there on the scene. Mission successful. Also kills some drones on the way out. That's a drop there. That's going for Lucky. I think Lucky noticed this though. I think he noticed this shuttle leaving for his base. He's pulling his probes away. He knows it's coming. Reaver unloads. Reaver shoots. It's low. Reaver kills a bunch of probes, but not a lot of them. He kills, I think, about 12, maybe 11. Not sure on the exact number. But now we got some abusive tanks from Mong on the high ground there. He wants to control this section to keep units from the blue team away from this hill, that he can more easily drop and kill Force, because they still want to kill Force. Even though he's very weak, very small, very tiny, killing Force is still a priority, because eliminating an enemy from the map is always a plus, always a positive gain for your team. Couple more reasons are on the way, getting more gateways now as well. He's on 153 supply against Luckyback's 160, but he has 12 more probes, so he is economically in a better shape. But he only has 1 Nexus, but so does Lucky. So now we can see that Hiya is getting a 3rd command center, getting 1 more factory. He's kind of just throwing things down as he pleases. Got double armory there for double upgrades. Mong is a little bit more organized. 1 armory, 2 armory. And still no science facility there though. So the science facility there, wait. There's the science facility. Are they getting it at the same, yeah, pretty much the same time. So a bunch of scans coming down there. I assume from Mong to see what is happening on the map. Is there an opening for me to squeeze through with this large drop of tanks and vultures, maybe some Goliaths, to start getting more control over the map? At the moment, they're just setting up for control. Some more tanks from Hiya there on the high ground. The middle is still pretty much the same. At this point, I would say Mong could probably kill this and take control here, but then he faces a large army from Lucky, while his tanks are right on the middle of the map. So that's why he's not taking the middle. He just wants to focus on using the dropships and stay safe from the attacks of the enemy. Big drop there on the scene, loading on the bottom as well. Very coordinated, good move there from Team Red, but the storms from Lucky, they're coming in to kill the tanks on the low ground. The tanks are very clumped up, so all they do go down, and the moves are coming in for the top side there to flank it, and yet now they take control over the high ground. They lost control in a very well coordinated move. Perhaps the defense was much better. The defense was much crisper and cleaner. They've taken control. Now they're going to try to unload down the high ground to take this down. They have to. They cannot let this section of the high ground be under control of Hiya, and they clean it out. But in the end, we have moved not an inch. It looks like we're in a stalemate at the moment. And only because both teams are doing very smart, good and controlled moves. Also, Force has grown to 50-60 drones. He almost has the biggest economy, although he's mining from a longer distance, which does hurt his economy quite a bit. But Mong puts more tanks on the high ground. The goons from Luckyback are retreating, and now more tanks on the low ground, but we got shuttles coming in there to unload on top of those tanks to make sure that this position is not under control of the red team. This is the most contested part of the game so far. But low there on the scene, Reeves in the mix. We have a drop there going for Gensay as well. Gensay loses most of his probes because he's focused on the drop going for Force. So Luckyback with a great counterattack drop while he was dropping Force. Really good move there. It goes to show that Lucky perhaps was a little bit more vigilant what was going on the map, and Gensay was too distracted with controlling the drop. And more shuttles, more dropships there from Mong going into this bottom corner. We got a large... Okay, Force is pretty much dead and gone. Although his drones did evacuate to the top corner of the map. And the top middle of the map. And the bottom corner of the map. He's basically moved to a new destination. So they're fighting to kill Force, and they're hurting Force because this is a lot of real estate that he's losing right here. But he still has a couple more bases on the map. He's got a Spire there as well, got a Hiya on the way. He will have Guardians very soon and be a real menace to deal with. So the plan for Hiya and Lucky here is to make sure that Force grows big and strong so they can contribute, and that they will have bigger, greater numbers than Team Red. But I think that Team Red is already in a lot of trouble. Gensay losing most of his probes there might already be a death sentence. Hiya there sneaking around, waiting and looking for a moment to strike to clean out this high ground and set up control. But he turns around and turns around yet again. Big drop there from Lucky Back going for Mong. Mong notices it a little bit too late. Templars on the scene. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 Templars storming everything to Kingdom Come. Storming everything to Kingdom Come. He gets quite a couple of kills there. He's down to 44 SCVs, so he lost 20. Losing a couple more to the SCVs. This is a very hard fought battle. Where's the map? There's the map. And a big drop there going for Lucky. No, he's flying right past Lucky. Going straight for Hiya. Gonna try to end it once and for all. Hiya has nothing in the bag. Hiya might just get taken down here because he doesn't have much to protect himself with. There's Zealots everywhere. Is there Reavers? Yes, there's Reavers. There's Temples as well. But Mule is there from Force coming in just on time. The fact that they get Force alive might just be the game changer. Now, Hiya's economy does get sent to the Shadow Realm. Although most of his SVs do survive, but loses about 30 of them in total. Lifts up his command center. Gonna drop there going for Force at the same time from Mong. Mong's economy has somewhat survived. Gensay is down 26 probes. He's recovering slowly, but this big drop there, while Force's units are away from home, is doing a dirty number on Force. Luckily, a lot of drones are on the top and on the middle. He's basically spread out everywhere. His tentacles are all over the map. This won't kill Force, but Force will be slowed down because he's losing his Hive, his Spire, Queen's Nest, some hatcheries, some drones. But we got a rescuing Force from Lucky coming in, which has one attack upgrade there. Pretty strong Force coming down from the boat drop there from Lucky onto Gensay. Does unload the High Templar, probes running to safety. Can he hit the probes? No, he cannot. The probes do stay alive. He's gonna maybe storm on those. Oh wait, this one doesn't have energy for storm. So yeah, in the end, Force survives. 52 SCV, 52 drones stay alive. Has more hatches on the top. There's 1, 2, still of 6. Now we have another 4 on the bottom. Total of 10 hatcheries. He's bigger than he looks because he also has another 3 right here. 13. Force is bigger than he looks. It's just spread out all over the map. Like, this has been his contingency plan. Spread it all out. Compartmentalize so that when something dies, he doesn't die as a whole. He's got another little thing to sprout from and grow yet again. Mule is there going for Gensay. Gensay might be in trouble here because he only has 5 cannons in the bag and a couple of Dragoons, but he's going to clean out the hills first. Is he going to go for the attack there on the Nexus? Unload there on the top corner. Tanks are dying very slowly. Does some damage, but not a lot of damage. Mules are flying around, cleaning out the hills, taking out the control that Mong has established over the game. Another big drop there going on to Force. It's drones getting stormed, but the drones... Okay, he loses quite a good number there. I think he lost about 12, but he's still on 65, because as I said before, drones are everywhere on the map. Drop there going for Lucky. Lucky dodges the drop. Oh, goes back too soon. Loses a bunch. He's down to 34. Another big drops happening everywhere. It's just drops non-stop all over the place by the 2 Protoss players, and sometimes by Mong or Hiya. Now Hiya is recovering, but he's not that rich at the moment. He's on 46 SCVs. Things are not looking too pretty for him. He's ignored the shuttles there hanging at the top. There might still be something in there, but it doesn't look like there is. Nope, there isn't. Got so much control over the map, so much vision. A lot of drop from Lucky Back, they're going to the top. These Protoss players are so quick and rapid at dropping. Also, another triple Nexus at the bottom. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of production goes in for Mong yet again. Mong is pulling the safety. Gets most of his SCVs out. No, loses 1 group. Loses maybe even more than that. He's down to 35. I thought he had 70. But somehow he's down to 35. Maybe it was a drop from before, but he's going to lose his commencement if he doesn't repair it very soon. Gonna have to repair it right now, boy. Gonna have to bring those tanks back to protect that. Yeah, he's gonna keep it alive. Is he gonna keep it alive? Is he gonna keep it alive? No, he loses the command center. That shouldn't have happened. We got a tank drop there from Hiya onto Gensay. It looks like Team Red is tapping out. Gensay is done for. Tanks at the high ground, tanks at the low ground. He cannot protect himself. Mong steps out as well. Actually, it was the other way around. First was Mong. Mong was like, I'm dead. And Gensay was like, I'm dead as well. Team Blue with a great victory. Being able to kill Yuck early because he had control over the middle, forcing Team Red to go for a defensive play, giving up Yuck's life. They couldn't turn it around. They almost killed Force a couple of times, but Force snaked and cockroached all over the map, stayed alive, and managed to contribute in the end. He took so much of the focus away from Lucky and Hiya that Hiya could take control over the entire top side, and Lucky Back could keep sending enough units to force to keep him alive. So they just had control the entire game. Mong and Gensay luckily were right next to each other, but Gensay losing his probes a couple times sealed the deal. Could not contribute to the amount that he wanted to. And ultimately, their team lost. So this is the first game between these two teams of 4 professionals and 2 fastest streamers. 2 of the best players on fastest of all time. We're gonna be looking at game number 2 in the next video. This is just the very first one. So sit tight, hang on. We'll be back soon with more.